In 2008, a spark ignited a firestorm. Iron Man exploded onto the big screen. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural phenomenon. Iron Man became the cornerstone of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It launched a franchise that redefined superhero cinema. Tony Stark, a flawed but relatable hero. High-stakes action and witty humor captivated audiences. Iron Man's success proved superhero films could be smart and sophisticated. The impact of Iron Man on the MCU cannot be overstated. Iron Man's journey to the big screen was almost as dramatic as the hero's own origin story. The rights to the character bounced between studios for years. Each studio saw potential in Iron Man. However, none could fully commit to bringing him to life. First there was Universal, then 20th Century Fox. Each studio flirted with the idea of an Iron Man film. Scripts were written, directors were considered, but the project never gained traction. Iron Man seemed destined to remain confined to the pages of comic books. Then, in the late 1990s, Marvel Studios, still in its infancy, acquired the rights to Iron Man. This marked a turning point. Marvel was determined to control its own destiny. They envisioned a future where their characters could headline their own films. However, Marvel Studios was not yet the powerhouse it is today. They lacked the resources to independently finance a big-budget superhero film. They needed a partner, a studio willing to take a chance on a lesser-known hero like Iron Man. Enter Jon Favreau, known for all quirky comedies like Elf. Favreau had a passion for Iron Man. He saw Tony Stark as a complex anti-hero. Favreau pitched his vision to Marvel Studios. Marvel took a leap of faith. With Favreau at the helm, Iron Man took shape. Casting Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark was a bold, and some would argue, risky move. Downey was a phenomenal actor, but his personal struggles were well documented. However, Favreau saw something special in Downey. He believed that Downey's own experiences would bring an authenticity and vulnerability to the role. Downey embraced the role of Tony Stark with a ferocity and vulnerability that captivated audiences. He wasn't just playing a superhero, he was inhabiting the character. His performance was raw, nuanced, and utterly believable. Downey's portrayal of Tony Stark resonated with audiences on a deeply personal level. Here was a superhero who wasn't perfect, who struggled with his demons, but who ultimately chose to use his power for good. Downey's performance humanized the superhero genre. The casting of Robert Downey Jr. became one of the most iconic casting choices in cinematic history. It not only revitalized Downey's career, but it redefined the superhero archetype for a new generation. Section 5. A new breed of hero, redefining the superhero archetype. Iron Man shattered the mold of the traditional superhero. Tony Stark was not a noble knight or a mythical god. He was a billionaire playboy, a genius inventor, and a flawed human being. He was arrogant, reckless, and often driven by his own ego. Yet beneath the surface of Stark's bravado, there was a glimmer of something more. There was a conscience, a desire to do right, a yearning for redemption. This complexity made Stark a compelling and relatable character. Iron Man's struggles felt real because they were relatable. He grappled with the burden of responsibility, the consequences of his actions, and the weight of his own mortality. He was a hero who bled, who doubted, who made mistakes. This new breed of superhero resonated with audiences. They saw themselves in Tony Stark's flaws and aspirations. He was a hero for a cynical age, a hero who acknowledged the complexities of the world. Section 6. Box office triumph. Iron Man's groundbreaking success. When Iron Man hit theaters in 2008, it exceeded all expectations. The film was a critical and commercial triumph. Audiences flocked to theaters to witness the birth of a new kind of superhero. Iron Man's success was due in no small part to its innovative marketing campaign. Marvel Studios understood the importance of building anticipation. They released teaser trailers that hinted at the film's epic scope and witty humor. Word of mouth spread like wildfire. Fans praised the film's action sequences, its sharp dialogue, and most importantly, Robert Downey Jr.'s electrifying performance. Iron Man became a global phenomenon, shattering box office records and capturing the imaginations of audiences worldwide. The film's success proved that superhero films could be both commercially viable and artistically satisfying. It paved the way for a new era of superhero cinema, one where these films would dominate the box office and shape the cultural landscape. Iron Man's enduring legacy on the MCU. Iron Man's impact extended far beyond its initial box office success. It laid the groundwork for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The post-credit scene introduced Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. This brief scene sent shockwaves through the film world. It hinted at a larger universe where superheroes coexisted. Iron Man's success gave Marvel Studios confidence. It proved audiences were hungry for interconnected storytelling. Iron Man was a mission statement for Marvel Studios' future, a promise of epic adventures and endless possibilities. Iron Man's impact on Hollywood was seismic. The film's success sparked a wave of imitators, studios eager to replicate Marvel's formula for a shared cinematic universe. Suddenly, every studio was looking for their own interconnected franchise, their own team of superheroes. This trend extended beyond the realm of superhero films. Studios began to explore the possibilities of shared universes in other genres, from action-adventure to science fiction to horror. The concept of interconnected storytelling became the holy grail of Hollywood. However, few studios have been able to replicate the success of the MCU. Marvel's success was not simply a matter of formula, it was the result of careful planning, meticulous execution, and a deep understanding of their characters and their appeal. Iron Man's legacy extends beyond the shared universe trend. The film raised the bar for superhero cinema, proving that these films could be intelligent, sophisticated, and emotionally resonant. It ushered in a new era of superhero dominance, one where these films would become the biggest blockbusters in Hollywood. Iron Man's impact transcended the realm of cinema. The film permeated popular culture, influencing everything from fashion to technology to political discourse. Tony Stark's iconic arc reactor became a symbol of hope and innovation. The film's themes of redemption, responsibility, and the consequences of technology resonated with audiences worldwide. Iron Man sparked conversations about the role of technology in society, the ethics of artificial intelligence, and the responsibility that comes with great power. Iron Man's popularity also reignited interest in comic books and superhero culture. Comic book conventions saw a surge in attendance. Cosplay, the art of dressing up as fictional characters, exploded in popularity, with Iron Man costumes becoming a staple at conventions and events. Iron Man became more than just a superhero. He became a cultural icon, a symbol of the power of human ingenuity and the importance of using that power for good. Tony Stark's journey in the MCU reached a poignant and heroic conclusion in Avengers Endgame. His sacrifice to defeat Thanos cemented his legacy as one of the greatest heroes in the MCU. The legacy of Iron Man extends far beyond Tony Stark. The impact of Iron Man on the MCU will be felt for years to come. The characters and storylines introduced in Iron Man have had a ripple effect throughout the franchise. The film's themes of legacy, responsibility, and power resonate in subsequent MCU films. The future of Iron Man in the MCU may take many forms. New characters may take up the mantle of Iron Man, carrying on Tony Stark's legacy. Iron Man's story is a timeless one. It's a story about redemption, about second chances, about the power of human ingenuity and the importance of using that power responsibly. It's a story that continues to resonate with audiences of all ages. Iron Man taught us that heroes aren't born, they're made. They're forged in the fires of adversity, tempered by their failures and defined by their choices. Tony Stark's journey reminds us that it's never too late to change, to become the best versions of ourselves. Iron Man's legacy will continue to inspire future generations. His story will encourage young people to embrace their creativity, to challenge the status quo, and to use their talents to make the world a better place. Iron Man will forever hold a special place in the hearts of those who grew up with the MCU. He was the hero who started it all, the spark that ignited a universe. And though his journey may be over, his legacy will live on, inspiring generations to come.